Breaking news at 5. Investigators back in the same neighborhood in Raleigh where a police officer was shot and a suspect and another man were killed yesterday. They have now given the all clear. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gerald Owens.
And I'm Deborah Morgan. Police have been investigating this suspicious car in the area. WRAL's Sean Gallagher is live from that neighborhood. And Sean, you just received new information on what police found.
Yeah, that's right, Deborah and Gerald. I can confirm that car, it does belong to the suspect in this case. Just moments ago, the public information officer, Lieutenant Borneo, telling me that is Antonio Rodriguez's car. The Jersey plates, his address being in Jersey. We believed that he did have a connection, but right now they are confirming that is his car, and they say there was something suspicious about the vehicle. That's why you see all these guys here behind me cleaning up and, finishing up what they were doing. According to the Raleigh Police Department, they executed a search warrant on that vehicle. That's why it was roped off for the better part of the day. They say that there were suspicious items found within that car, but we are not aware of exactly what those suspicious items are. In a couple of days, we may be able to see some documents that can give us some of that information. But police say out of an abundance of caution, the hazardous devices unit was called out here to investigate that vehicle that was parked here outside of where this shooting took place yesterday. It's just beyond the backyard of where this house is, but it was suspiciously parked there for the better part of the day. There was tape that was all surrounding it that you can see there, and nobody was allowed to get near that vehicle until investigators arrived here on scene. But back out here live, you can see that hazardous unit is here finishing up, cleaning up what they have here as part of that investigation. Again, they were called out here and they deemed the vehicle to not be a threat. They did identify some suspicious items that were with that vehicle, but everyone in this area is safe for now.
Good to hear, Sean. Thank you so much. Now, some people were terrified at that scene in and around Democracy Street last night as police swarmed the area.
WRL's Heidi Kirk is in the neighborhood today as well. She joins us live. Heidi, you spoke with neighbors about their experience in those scary moments.
Well, and Deborah, Gerald, this is now the second day in a row that Raleigh Police and other investigating agencies have been here in this normally quiet neighborhood. Now, this time the focus is that car that Sean just mentioned. But yesterday, those same people were watching from their bedroom windows. If you take a look over that way, that is one of the windows that people were gathered around looking out at this home, which was the focus of that investigation yesterday.
So far.
Daniel Vimont heard the first shots ring out.
We heard one shot. We weren't sure if it was a gunshot or not. And then a few minutes later, heard another shot, and then we kind of started to get freaked out.
Vimont says police were on the scene within minutes. As he watched out the window, just doors down, police knocked on his door.
And we let probably at least 5 officers into our house. They go upstairs. We're letting them know where the windows are. And then we're just staying in the front of the house. With the lights off.
Vimont says he and his roommates were asked by police to leave their home as more shots rang out. He pointed us in the direction police told him to run on foot.
And luckily, some of the neighbors in the neighborhood let us in their house. We kind of hung out there for like an hour and a half until we got the all clear. So, yeah, it was crazy.
Other neighbors tell us police asked them to seek safety in their own home. Catherine Gilt stayed put.
A number of moments of chaos where I wasn't quite sure where I should be to be in the safest position, especially as we continued to hear what we think are flashbangs and probably some gunfire exchanged as well.
A feeling many people we spoke with experienced as well. This morning, a much different scene in the neighborhood, and people are talking.
We haven't really been able to shake this all day, to be honest with you. We're relatively new to the neighborhood. It's not a community where we could have ever imagined that this would happen.
An experience no one could have expected in this normally quiet neighborhood.
And we've stayed in contact with a few of those people that we interviewed today. We actually door knocked this entire street, talking to a lot of those same people, many of them sending me a text within the last few hours saying they actually left their homes yet again when they saw Raleigh police arrive here on the scene once again. So this continues to be a scary experience for so many in this neighborhood. Heidi Kirk, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.